Happiness is the meaning of life. All motion in life is towards happiness. To achieve everlasting happiness, there are a few realizations that we have to make. Happiness is determined more by one's state of mind than external conditions. Success may result in a temporary high, and tragedy may result in a temporary depression. But sooner or later, our overall level of happiness returns to a certain baseline, no matter of the external conditions. What determines this baseline and how can it be modified? Once our basic survival needs are met, happiness is dependent on our perception of reality. The same event might cause different emotional reactions depending on how we perceive our surroundings. For example, let's say someone said something very bad about us. There are two possible ways we could react to this. The first being hurt, sad, or angry. Now, while this is okay, it certainly doesn't lead to our happiness, but instead, suffering. Another way we could react to this is by making a conscious decision based on the following process. First, we have to identify the factors which lead to happiness and the ones which lead to suffering. Then we gradually detach from the factors which lead to suffering and cultivate the ones which lead to happiness. For example, we can classify our mental state and experiences. When we feel angry, is it a state that leads to our happiness or does it lead to suffering? After we realize that anger is something destructive, we can start to explore the cause of it and take measures against it. Sooner or later, we will always run up against something which will lead to suffering for us. It is important to realize that suffering is not an anomaly, that it is not abnormal, but a fundamental and ever-present part of our lives. So when we go back to the situation where someone said something bad about us, we can make a conscious decision against a reaction that leads to our suffering. This is not easy and it has to be trained, but it starts with one fundamental truth. Every human being has the desire and deserves to be happy and overcome suffering, just like we do. It is important to cultivate kindness and compassion. Through this, we can gradually improve our overall happiness level. After all, everything in human society is interconnected. Everything is the result of another person's effort. We are dependent on each other. If you think about it, without other people, almost nothing you own and experience would exist. There is scientific evidence that there is an intimate connection between happiness and kindness towards others. This effect is reciprocal. So by knowing everyone desires to be happy and overcome suffering, treating others with kindness and compassion will not only increase their happiness level when interacting with us, but also our overall happiness. The next time somebody says something bad about you, you can start to think about, this person just wants to be happy and avoid suffering, just like you and everybody else. And then you can start a reaction with calmness. You can apply this in all parts of your life. The cultivation of factors that lead to positive experiences for you and the people around you is the key for overall happiness.